to begin, we went to Weymouth, and I've got plenty of clips to drop in, and it all started really, really well. But as you can hear, and I'm still struggling a bit, I lost my voice. I came down with some flu symptoms, no energy at all, and it made me think, what do you do? What art do you do when you really lose your gusto? And is slow art, small bits and pieces, the frustration of not being creative, and when I had so much in my mind. So the week started with a suggested walk. It's called the Ringstead Bay walk. You park in a National Trust car park on the top of the cliffs. It was suggested by Teresa, a lovely viewer who comments regularly, is lovely, and we followed her instructions. It was a boiling hot day, but Teresa, we managed to find the Smugglers Inn and had our lunch and felt invigorated enough that day to tackle the rocks down on the coast, and found our way back round to the foot of the farmland. In the sketchbook, in the everyday, Ringstead Bay Walk gave me this page. There's some collage, and there are lots of unexpected, well, not lots of, there are a few unexpected houses tucked in. This is my idea of a dream cottage in an enchanted garden near the sea. I've got on the other page, this isn't finished yet, but again, more collage. This is all collage that's been layered. And two dwellings here. I got really carried away and decided that this cottage wasn't big enough, so I needed a bigger house, and that could then be a really lovely studio building in the garden. I think this is all influenced heavily by reading David Hockney, Spring Cannot Be Cancelled. This is a fantastic read. He talks about his move to Normandy and what is probably the most amazing studio in his grounds. After Ringstead Bay, we went to Portland Bill on the island of Portland, and I sat down and had a go at trying to draw a lighthouse together with some cottages and a few buildings that were near the pub where we had some lunch. And so a little bit went in this concertina and the 7 days a week. Here I'm looking down on Castle Cove, a beautiful little sandy beach tucked in. We found the route down there, and coming up is Sandsfoot Castle, the ruins. Henry VIII had two castles built, one on Portland and one just here. We visited Bridport Street Market and found this lovely bookshop where the Hockney came from. And this is the drive back from Bridport to Weymouth. You can see Chesil Beach. It's stupendous, in my opinion. Looking down along that coast, just awesome. This is my 7 days a week, and it started, I think I showed last week, the beginnings. We sat on the quayside on the harbour quay, and I got a couple of pages in. The next 2 pages, these were the cottages that I talked about near the pub on Portland. Again, a lot of this in the evening is a little bit of imagination. I followed that on, so a little bit of collage and just some inspiration just from leaves in the garden. There's more to go here. I'm so fed up that I didn't get much more done, but I've got some bones and I can work in. This is the door and a little view out again in the garden where we were staying, and then I've got that hasn't been worked on at all, that hasn't been worked on at all. I've got these 2 pages were a really speedy rough sketch up. I took a couple of panels with me which I'll show you for painting. I just got so little done, but I thought if I can just get the bones of a sketch down, it will help me. Stone Pier is our favourite coffee spot. It's just wonderful. These boats, there are always boats just moored up, but watching the traffic, the harbour traffic is just tremendous. 7 days a week is quite flimsy and lightweight, so I was glad that Anita suggested mountboard. This is A2 mountboard. I've given it a little bit of extra space around. I'll cut out to a front and a back and go about attaching. Taking the masking tape off, I did catch a little bit of the mountboard. I might have had the tape down for a little bit too long. It's hot today, and yeah, maybe being very, very careful will enable a better result next time. There are only 2 tiny little patches. I don't know if you can even see them on here, but I'm going to let that dry thoroughly and have a think about what goes next on the covers. I thought I'd show you. I'm working this morning very slowly, but I'm working on, this is one of the long panels. So I'm not quite there yet, but there's plenty of layers have gone down on that. So we'll see how that develops this morning. I'm really am pleased with the 7-day-a-week covers. That was a lovely, easy job. And I've just been experimenting. I printed out last night a little luggage label. I'm not quite sure yet. But oh gosh, I dropped one. I'm jangling around this morning. I'm determined to make an effort. I try and make an effort every morning because it does set my day up. For some years, I worked as a personal stylist, colour and style. I trained with Colour Me Beautiful, and it works. It's fantastic. They follow the Munsell colour system, colour theory, and so obviously I haven't done it for a long time now, but I used to have clients who'd have the most wonderful jewellery and accessories all packed away, and I'd say, when was the last time you wore that? And they'd say, why? I don't. And it struck me a few months back that actually I'm really guilty of suddenly doing that myself. And I've had things for years and years, like we all do, and then don't wear them. It's ridiculous. So I'm on a mission at the moment that every day I think, right, okay, try and get it visible and use it. Talking to you, sharing the lovely David Hockney book. In that lovely bookshop, I picked up a nice, it was lovely, a wild flower book that really got my attention. Lots of lovely illustrations. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, you've got a book. You've got a book very much like that. And it's called the Illustrated Herb Encyclopedia. You know, when you have that, an in-between time, when you're in between doing things, you're waiting for things to dry. I mean, how great is that? A blessed thistle, wow. That would be nice to draw. Marsh marigold looks good. Do some practice drawing. We're on a bit of a countdown now. I'm so relieved that I'm feeling better because it's so few days now before the pop-up weekend. I've got heaps of things that I wanted to do that I haven't done, but that's life. It will be what it will be. And the paintings that are ready will come, and those that aren't won't. All the flowers I collected up have more or less dried, so I'll take you down to the dining room. I've got quite a heap. I'll take you down there now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Quick bit of tea. So here they are. The Nigella are still, I don't know how many times I've been outside and shaken the seeds, but they're still dropping. I've got 2 more huge bunches of Nigella to add in here, but I am so happy with those. The biggest delight and the surprise, I think, what has been the roses. They're rather nice, and I'm not a tight bud rose person. I like them when they're when they're blousy. I like blousy roses. And what a surprise! The dahlia had lost quite a bit here, and they're very, very delicate. I can imagine them still falling more. There's something really lovely about the colour, particularly, that I managed to keep. A good exercise. I'm so glad I bothered, and I'm going to keep going. I've got another, at the moment, I've got more roses in the utility having a dry, so I'll just keep going. Well, this is one of the sunflower sheets
that I found a frame for. I thought it would be quite nice next to a real pop of strong colour. As I'm standing here talking, my eyes taken with the painting, the cheese plant painting, and I'm not happy with it. I might take that up this morning and see if I can, it needs an adjustment, I'm not sure what, but I'm definitely going to, he's coming. Here he is. So I am aware of the random nature of this video. I know all my videos are pretty random, but this one particularly so. I really thought I wasn't going to get a video out at all. I really enjoy sharing every week, so feeling better, still not quite back in the flow. Obviously I've lost a lot of time and there are things to do for the weekend. Yeah, I always want to give everything my best shot. So if I finish the video here, thank you. If you've got to the end of this video, well done. And I'm really sorry. I apologise for some of the sound quality. So I've got some things to be doing, and hopefully next week I'll share with you and let you know how it all went. Have a fantastic creative week wherever you are and whatever you're doing. All around the world, like comments and viewers from all around the world. What a thrill. Enjoy this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
Yeah.